Hi guys, you're with Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. Today I'm doing a paid review because paid reviews is what pays my bills. Quick wristwatch. Check, what am I wearing? I'm wearing a Rolex Submariner. This is a 16613. This is a no holes case, last of the last. And it's got gold through the bracelet, which I really like. Okay, today I'm doing a paid review, and this one here is for Dean. Hi Arch, love the channel, just sent you $60 via PayPal. I would like your input on my next piece. My current collection includes: number 1, ceramic Submariner. Number 2, a Batman. Number 3, a Datejust 41mm stainless steel rose gold chocolate dial. And number 4, a Milgauss white dial. The Milgauss was my first watch and also the favorite in the collection. I know you've always have a soft spot for that watch. Yes indeed, yes indeed. I would love to add a ceramic. Well, you've got, oh, ceramic, okay, ceramic, yeah. Ceramic Daytona. But I'm not willing to pay, nor can I afford 20,000 euros that's been asked for them. So I'm looking to Amiga. Ooh. I was never a huge fan of the Man on the Moon, although I love the history that's behind it. I recently tried in the new Dark Side of the Moon Apollo 8 Speedy, and I almost bought it in an instant. Retailing at £9,100, but with discount could be had for about 8,000. Sorry, that was euro. 9,100 euro. But with discount could be had for 8,000 euro. Euro? Yes, euro. My question to you, Archie, is: do you think it is worth the money that is being asked, or should I wait a year or two for it to come on the secondary market and pick it up for a bit less? And in the meantime, buy something totally different and get a day date in yellow gold. I prefer the 40mm, but same thing as the Daytona. I can't afford to spend that kind of money, so would have to settle for a second-hand 36mm and save in trade in a couple years. Would the 36mm feel at a place amongst the bigger watches in my collection? And they all seem to be more, are they seen as a more feminine watch in this day and age? Cheers, Arch. Looking forward to hearing from you. Dan in Ireland. Thank you, Dan. Okay. Dan, firstly, thank you so much for getting me to do paid reviews. Paid reviews is what keeps me on YouTube. I got to tell you, well done on the Rolex. You buy Rolex, and you will seriously, in my opinion, you will not do too badly. Ceramic Sub is beautiful. The Batman, oh my God, that you have done so well on that piece. They are through the roof. The Datejust 41, you've got a stainless steel and rose gold. That's a beautiful combo, especially with the chocolate dial. And you've also got a Milgauss, and I've got a Milgauss, and I love a sports watch with a white dial. That's a little bit soft, that model, but hey, I bet you, in a couple of years time, that'll be quite a hot watch. I think the white dial is beautiful. Okay, so let's have a talk here. You want to add, and sorry, you were saying 20,000 euro, of course, because you're in Ireland, and in Ireland they use euros, because you're part of the EU. You're not part of the Brexit. Okay, got you. Euro. Okay, let's have a talk about this, and what do I think? Firstly, thank God you went Rolex, because they are bulletproof. Absolutely bulletproof. You've got a beautiful set there. Ceramic Sub as your diver, a Batman as your GMT, Datejust 41 as your dress, and a Milgauss as your just Sunday watch. I think you have got a superb collection. Now, Dan, look, let's have a look here. What do I think of the dark side of the moon? I'm not a big fan. No, I'm not a big fan. I never liked the dark side of the moon. A good friend of mine, Dave, he likes ceramic. I've never really liked it. Never really liked it. If you are going to buy it, wait. Amiga's going to get the shit kicked out of it. A lot of Amigas are very, very soft. My advice is, seriously, if you want to buy an Amiga, I always say buy the original Speedmaster. It's a lot cheaper. And, you know, the downside, it's kind of an iconic watch. You're really not going to lose terribly much. Okay? That's how I honestly feel about it. Now, let's have a look further. Let's look a bit deeper. And if we say, okay, so what other Amigas? So I think two Amigas come to my mind. The Man on the Moon. Okay, I love that. The manual wind with the Halcyon-like glass. I also like the first Amiga in space, a little bit smaller, more traditional. It uses a 1861 movement. The other Amiga I really like is the reissue of the Speedmaster Mark II. Okay. Now, it's interesting. Of course, you've gone Rolex. What's the sister brand? If we can't afford a Rolex, we buy Tudor. Now, let me say this to you. In Tudor, we've got some really interesting things. We could go for a Black Bay, a Tudor Black Bay chronograph. It's actually got the movement from the B01 Breitling when Breitling and Tudor did a bit of a swapsy. The other watch is the Monte Carlo, which the Monte Carlo is ETA based, but it uses a module, same module that Audemars Piguet uses on some of their Royal Oak models. It's a, what's it called? Richard Decray, you know, the play. That movement, what's it called? Just on the top of my tongue. Anyhow, that is a really cool way of doing a chronograph. Look, I got to be honest with you, Dan. You're not poor, okay? You're not poor, okay? I can see. Look, if you've got a collection like this, you're not poor. I'd get the fucking Daytona. Daytonas are always expensive. They're always expensive. They're not cheap. But they always hold their value. You know what I mean? So instead of going for an Amiga, which I think Amiga it's not Rolex. You got to be careful which Amiga you buy, because you buy a Dark Side of the Moon, fuck, you could really lose some money. And this isn't the first incarnation. They've got so this is the Dark Side of the Moon, Apollo 8, and fuck me dead. You can see Amiga doing too many fucking limited editions again and again and again, and they've lost the plot. Personally, if you've got such a heavy Rolex following, I wouldn't buy Amiga. Amiga, really, I got to be honest with you, they're not Rolex. I loved Amiga for a long time. The only Amiga worth getting, well, the only couple of Amigas, is the Speedmaster, the original Halcyon-like glass one, the first Amiga in space, or the Speedmaster Mark II. Now, the Speedmaster Mark II, it actually uses a coaxial movement, but it's a column wheel chronograph, which is, I love column wheel chronographs. So maybe that's where I would be going. I don't know about Omegas, because they can be fucking depreciation dogs. They can really lose. So that's where I'd be going. And look, Dan, I don't know how bad your finances are in Ireland, but come on, man, you got some expensive watches. Just put it on a credit card. Put it on a credit card. Come on, man. Put it on a credit card and be fucked with it. Instead of leasing a new 5 Series BMW, upgrade to a, get a Daytona. Wouldn't that be so cool, man? Daytona. And, you know, you look around. I mean, I've got a two-tone Daytona. It's not as hot as the steel. There's some bargains there. You just got to look around a bit. Be a bit creative. So my honest view is wait for the fucking Daytona. The 40mm day dates, I agree. I think the day date is perfect. But don't settle for compromises, because you'll end up losing money on that piece. I would wait. And you've got some beautiful pieces. You got a ceramic sub, you got a Batman, you got a Datejust. Man, it's not like you got no Rolex. I would be a little bit patient there. Get a Daytona. They're fucking worth it. Put it on. Just get a credit card. Don't tell the wife. Send the statements to work. And fuck it. Just fuck it, man. Life is for living. It's loser talk to get an Amiga. Winner, chicken dinner. Get the Daytona. I'm ArchieLuxury. This is the Paul Pluta channel. Paul Pluta, the guru, the guru's guru, the guy who invented wristwatch checks. He's just the greatest YouTuber there is. So, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Give Dan some advice. And don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, tell your fuckwitty friends. And don't forget to put some nasty poisonous responses down below. Paid reviews, $50 US, and I'll answer your horological questions. Tonight, I am eating pepperoni pizza. I am having garlic pizza. And I'm also having a beef and reef. Delivered to me by Uber Eats from Pizza Capers. Uber Eats, because a man's gotta eat. I gotta eat, fuckers.